Hello YouTube, St Bob here of St Bob's YouTube channel. This is a continuation video from the video that I did about the powered pistons and the security room / security house, where you had the panic button that basically locked down the entire house, this one here. And basically I showed you how I did it all and what it was used for and etc. So all it is, as you can remember, I had this small house, which was my first house, my first design, and then I had the bigger second house over here, which was a bit of a different variation, the same idea, the same design, but all the pistons themselves were hidden and the wiring was a lot more complicated, whereas these ones, the pistons are on a shelf. And basically one big thing that I really needed to get done was I needed to get the amount of space that was used by the wiring and the pistons to be a lot shorter. You can see there that there's like 4 or 5 blocks in between the both windows, and that's quite a big gap. It makes the house look just ridiculously too tall for its windows. And again here you can see that there's a ton of space in between both windows, and I really needed to get that down because you can see the house just looks, well, it just looks stupid. So I've spent quite a lot of time trying to compact the design and try and get it to a point where it's a lot better. And I think I've pretty much done the most compact design I possibly can think of. And this is the brand new house I've been working on. So as you can see, it's made out of iron block. I've changed from the wood. I got a bit bored of wood, so I created an iron block house with the windows in, and you can see straight away that there's only 3 blocks in between the two sets of windows. And you can also see that the windows themselves are actually 3 high, so 3 by 2, which was a big step because I've been used to doing just 2 windows high by X amount long. So it was a challenge actually, and what I'll do is I'll go through the whole process of me doing it quickly, but first of all I'll show you what it's like inside. So here we go. I haven't put the door on this side, no reason why. When I just came to lay out all the windows I forgot about the door, so I didn't put it here. I wanted to put it here, but I couldn't bother to turn it around, so I've put the door here. It's a bit inconvenient, but I can always call this out. As you can see, it's a bit laggy. You can see that it's completely empty inside. It's just complete enough to shell, apart from the light inside and the stairway up to the second floor, my bed, and also the switch. What I'll do is I'll trigger the switch, and you can actually see that it does work. And the way it's all set out, there is a bit of a delay on the pistons, and if you trigger the lever too fast, some of the pistons actually get stuck. So what you have to do is make sure that you don't turn it on and off lightning quick. You have to just give it time to fully close, and then you can turn it back on again so that it all opens up again. So without further ado, I'll show you, and hopefully you can hear all that. Basically the whole house is now on complete lockdown, and I will show you upstairs as well just to prove it. And there you go. So you can see every single window is now closed, and this is the roof up here, so I'll show you the roof. There's absolutely nothing up here at all, it's just completely flat. So it's just an extra roof there. Couldn't be bothered to make any proper house roof or anything, so I'll just quickly open these up, and you can see the windows are now going to open all up fully. None of the pistons have got stuck, so that's fine. So in my books it works. Again here the windows are now open again, and none of the pistons have got stuck either, which was quite a big thing because it was a pain to try and work out why they were getting stuck, and what I could do about it. So if you can remember, in the old house I had the wiring underneath the basement and in the middle of both floors, hence why the actual blocks in between both windows were really high, because I basically had to cater for all of the wiring in between there, and then we had the basement as well that did all the bottom row of pistons, which is fine, it works, and in some ways I think it works a little bit better in terms of making a smooth transition from turning on and turning off of the pistons. This compact design that I've done in this house seems to, when you close the pistons, they don't seem to be as smooth, which is a shame, but I guess you know, kind of lack quality when you cram everything into small places. So what I want to point out to you guys is just that I've actually got nothing in the attic to control the pistons on the top. Nothing. You can see it's one block thick, so there's no way I can hide any sort of wiring at all on the top or underneath. I mean, there's no trickery there, no camera trickery. Again, here there is nothing in the middle at all, and it is completely and utterly one block. There's no camera trickery at all. There's nothing here at all. Nothing at all. The reason for that is it's all in the cavities. It's all in the wall cavities. So basically the walls are 3 thick, and in between these walls here there's a gap all the way through the house, and the wiring fits very compact, very snugly inside this cavity wall that I've created. I'll can go ahead and show you how I've done that. Personally, as I said in my old video, in the previous video, that I'm terrible at redstone wiring, and I don't know the names for any of the actual mechanisms that you can create, like the NOR latch. I have no idea what that is. I haven't even looked it up what the name of that is. I don't know electronics or anything like that. So I'm a complete noob to this, and it was just a case of me playing around with the pistons and the wiring that I found this way to do it. So basically this is just a mock-up of the wall that I did. This is my first tester, and so here we go. So you can see that I've just got the switch here instead of actually out in the middle of the room, and I will actually just quickly show you that the only wiring that is in the basement, that I'll just quickly show you, because people will be going, well, you've hid it all underneath the basement, blah 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 blah. The only wiring in here, I'll just quickly show you, is just to get the switch to the power cables. That's all it is. I could have put the switch on the wall, that would have been easy enough, but I wanted to do it in the middle of the room so I could quickly roll it around and watch it all. So that's the only wiring that's underneath the floor, and it's only there just for cosmetic more than anything. And I could have put it on the wall like I've done with the other ones, like I have with this one. So that's the only wiring that's underneath the basement. So basically that's what it is. It's just basically that, and it's the same, exactly the same design. So I'll show you how I've done that, and I'll quickly show you the actual process of me doing it. This is without the wall casings. As you can see, I've got the casings around there. So this is how I've done it. As you can see, I have a switch here that is off at the moment, and it's hooked up to the redstone torches, which I believe, obviously, when there's power into a redstone torch that's on a block, it reverses the flow, or reverses the, I have no idea, but yeah, it basically turns it on and turns it off when there's power going into it. So as default, the switch is always on, which turns the pistons off, and that's basically it. So I have that connected, a lot more compact, obviously, and above it I have a redstone wire, and that redstone block there triggers that, and it also triggers this, and that is there for that one, and that is basically how it's done. I will show you how it's done in terms of actually inside a cavity wall, because this is actually just a mock-up just to show you how the mechanism is for getting all 3 pistons running at the same time. So let me see if I can go in here without actually destroying everything. Just give me a second, and by sod's law it's going to get dark again. So let me just have a look. Right, so as you can see, I have the redstone wire actually running underneath the wall here, underneath that wall there. So let me just get my shovel, and I'll just get a bed because it's going to get dark now. So show you now. So basically I have the wire running all the way through, and when it gets up to where a piston, where it needs to start powering a piston, let me just there you go. Okay, so when it needs to get to a piston, I take it up, I bring it round, and I just bring it straight into that block. That block there is where the redstone torch is, and that's basically how it runs through the entire house, from top to bottom. That's exactly how it does it. There's nothing special about it. And let me just take a nap here. There's nothing special about it. The hardest thing that I found was actually getting it to go up to the second floor. That was the most hardest point. It was actually done in this corner. I'm not going to destroy it because I don't want to mess it up. It was a pain in the backside. It was really hard. Let me just see if I can. I don't think I'll make much difference. I'll just destroy this top bit. Oh, here we go. So I can go in. This is basically, it was just, wow, it was just all over the place. Trying to get it so that it would all run and work together. It was a right pain. So you can see now we're actually in the cavity wall here. And I'll try and take a sneak peek in. I don't want to risk it, is my point. Just in case. In case I just completely wreck it. So yeah, you can see here that it's everything just runs inside the cavity wall. It's all there. You can see straight down there. That is actually the floor level. So that block there you can see is actually the second floor, or the ceiling of the ground floor, and it all runs just inside there. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. It was just basically because a lot of people said, wow, you can probably do that a lot more compact. So I thought, you know what, well, I forgot my windows here. He said, you know what, I'll give it a go. So I spent quite a bit of time trying to perfect the system that I had in place, and I've done it. I've managed to do it. Now I didn't have to do it on such a grand scale like this and in such a big house, but I figured, yeah, what the hell, if you're gonna do it big, why not? So there we go. So guys, please let me know what you think, and I'll try and do some more videos of actually doing sort of mechanics like this and other panic rooms and other sort of security systems as well. Since this is actually made out of iron, I might start doing some cool stuff with lava or some other cool mechanics. And because I've left a lot of room for redstone wiring to be put in, I could probably do a lot of stuff with pistons and other stuff that I'll probably work on in the next couple of weeks. So guys, if you want to see some new stuff, or if you want to give me any suggestions, tips or hints or anything like that, and please leave some comments, and check out my YouTube channel. So guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.